So my opponent does go ahead and swap off the queen. Let's take his, and now I'm going to take his knight. Now you see my opponent has brought his rook here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to play pawn to g6. I do not want to get back rank checkmated. And now I'm going to double my rooks. You see, and now I'm attacking this pawn, and now my knight is going to come into the center of the board. And this square here, knight to c5, I'm going to put 3 attackers on this pawn. There's this way as well, but I do have to watch, is there any tricks that my opponent can play? Not that I can see. So this is a big threat. So my opponent is coming here. What's his idea? Once I play here, I'm looking to take this pawn off, and I don't see where my opponent's going to play. So I think we're winning a pawn here. I don't see where my opponent can go. If he comes here, I'm just going to simply capture off this pawn, and I'm going to be in a knight ending a pawn up. So my opponent does go for this. Any ideas of rook check? I'll just simply capture here. He decides to take. I'm just now going to take off with the rook. And he's given us a check. So only move, king to g7. And let's now try and convert this position. We're a pawn up. So he's coming here. His ID is looking to bring his rook here. This would be a strong move. So we want to stop that. I'm going to bring my rook down to this file, just protecting everything. I now need to just try and consolidate the position. And now I'm going to re-maneuver my knight. It was attacked, so I'm going to bring it into the center. Now I'm going to attack his rook, and now I'm going to look to come and attack this weakness my opponent has just created. And I'm also looking at this weak square here on g3. So my opponent decides to push. Now I'm going to take, and then I'm going to put my knight on this weak square of my opponent's, and I'm going to attack this pawn. Now my opponent brings his rook here, and where am I going to play here? Check's not doing much, king f6. Maybe this move here. Let's now attack his knight. So he comes here to attack my rook. And now I'm going to bring my rook up to the 7th rank here. This looks like a good idea. Maybe I can try and consolidate my knight. So I can't just yet. So let's bring it here. I'm now going to look to come here to f4 when there's going to be an attacker on this pawn here. My opponent's time is starting to run down as well. So we do have that in our favor. Now my opponent's coming here because he's wanting to stop me playing my knight here. But now I'm going to play this anyway, because with pawn to g5, I support my knight coming to the f4 square. My opponent has to find how he's going to be able to defend this. He's not too coordinated with his knight. He's looking to come down here. But now I'm going to play knight to f4 because this is a big threat to take off this pawn. And I think my opponent's going to run out of time. He does. If you found this content useful, make sure to follow.